In a short video, we're going to have a look at how you can integrate DBmarlin with PagerDuty. So this is something that we added in version 3.7 of DBmarlin. You can see the documentation for it here, in these 3.7 or above. It's going to use the Event API v2, which is within PagerDuty. And here you can see the steps to set this up. So you will need a working PagerDuty account, and you also need a working DBmarlin server for this, which I've already got here. So here's my PagerDuty. I'll show you first of all what you need to set up on the PagerDuty side. There's a few different ways of doing it. We normally recommend using the event orchestration if you have that option. There are other ways to do this if not. But using event orchestration, you can see I've already got one set up here called DBmarlin. And if I click into that, I've got some service routes here where I am looking at the events coming in, and depending on fields within the event, I can map things to different services, which is useful. So the thing that you would need here is on the integrations tab, you need the integration key and also the endpoint. So if you copy these two fields here, and where you put those on the DBmarlin side, if you go to settings, integrations, and then you'll see a line here for PagerDuty. If you click edit and then edit again, you can then put in the URL endpoint goes into the first box and the API key goes into the second box. And then the third one here is just the link back to your DBmarlin server. So you can get that from your address bar here at the top. So having saved those, what that means now is that any alerts which DBmarlin triggers from this point onwards will automatically get forwarded to this endpoint here. So if I look in my example here at my event history over the last hour, you can see, let me just filter that on alerts. I've had a number of different alerts that have been triggered here, mainly host statistic alerts for CPU utilization. Going further back, you can probably see some others as well, some wait time alerts as well earlier on. Now, any of these should be, as I said, going through to PagerDuty. So if I go back into PagerDuty now, and I go to the incidents, and view all incidents, you can see here's one of those host statistic alerts, and here's one of the wait time incidents. In this case, these are incidents, may have multiple alerts within them. And you can see because we're using the event orchestration, they've been correctly mapped to different services. So if we have a look at this host statistic alert here, review the details. You can see this was triggered when the host CPU drops below 50%. And they click in here, you can see these are the details being sent through from DBmarlin. So we send the standard 4 fields here, the source, component, group, and class. And then we also send some custom details here about the metric type, CPU utilization, the threshold, which was 50% in this case, the old value where it was 58%, and then the new value where it came down to 40%. So this is a case where something is coming below a threshold, but you might also have had this trigger when something goes above a threshold. So you've also got a link here to view in DBmarlin. So clicking that opens a new browser tab, and in context opens that. So you can see here on the timeline when the alert was triggered, here's when CPU was above 50%, and here now is where it's come back below 50%. So that's how you set this up. Hopefully that's going to be useful, particularly if you're already using PagerDuty. If not, you can get a free trial and try it out. It's definitely recommended. It gives a lot of benefits in terms of being able to deal with different alerts and incidents and have them assigned to the right engineer who's on call or escalated if required. And you can even get into things like automatic remediation as well. So have a look at that and let us know if you think that's useful, and look out for more videos coming soon. Thanks for listening.